talking. Okay. There we go. So, yeah. Here I was talking, and my microphone wasn't working, turning on. So, okay, let's try this again. How's it going, everybody? It has been a while since you've seen a video or something from me. Well, I'm gonna kind of explain what's been going on, what's going on with the car, everything. So, come on. Trying to turn my camera. Come on, turn. All right. So, where do I start? How about I start with where have I been? Well, I've been around. I have been around. Um, I did start a new job. Well, at the time, I started a new job, and that cut my time a lot. It was a 40-hour plus job, so that left very little time to even do anything to the car. And actually, I couldn't do anything with the car. So it just set. Sorry, on the phone with the car group. Oh, that's something new. Okay, back to the explanation. Um, so that leaves very little time to do anything with the car. All right. So that leaves very little time to do anything with the car. Even leave me very little time to do anything personal. So with that, the videos kind of stopped here and there. I did do a few things here and there, recorded some things here and there, but I haven't made a video of it. Um, I have a complete video saga of me working on my brother's Mustang. It's recorded and it needs edited. Um, and it needs some more finishing work to it. But other than that, I mean, that video is done. Um, there's a couple other things going on. So I could put that video up if I wanted to. But I don't know if you guys would want to see that. How's it going? So right now I'm just kind of explaining why I have not been on my channel in a while. And as I was saying, I got a job that lasted 40 hours a week, and it just leave me a little time to do anything. So that's just kind of catching you up where it was. Now, about the car, I figured it was you. I mean, you did ask for the YouTube. I mean, my yeah, YouTube channel name. So, did you go through the link or did you look up on YouTube? Okay, that's one way to do it. Really? Well, let me go to my account here and see what's going on. Oh, it wouldn't let you log. Okay, sign in. Okay, I understand that now. All right. Well, hey, welcome to my podcast. I mean, this is the first one in a while. In a while. I'm not the most entertaining guy, but heck, I'm willing to talk. You willing to ask questions? I'm willing to get a conversation going. But I'm just telling everybody where I've been. Now, some of you are probably wondering, how can you join? What do you mean by join? Like the voicing chat? Um, by the way, if you're seeing this name, that's my other YouTube channel. That is actually my gaming channel. And as you can see behind me, I got a ton of games and other stuff. And plus, I've been meaning to do this for a while. Here, I'll just put the picture of the Supra. There we go. So let's see here. Um, so go to disc. If you have a Discord, look up this name right here. I'm trying to remember. There was a way you can join Discord to the chat. I gotta look a little bit more on how to add it to the YouTube channel, but this should. Plus, I can also see if you guys want to chat in this, you can too. I've never opened my own Discord or anything. It's interesting. Message. Ew. Oh, profile. Okay. There, I think I'll put that right there. And I think that will take you the link to my to join my Discord, I think right there. I think. It's my first time doing this, so bear with me. All right. So, about the car. So, about the car, she's hurt. I guess I never really realized how hurt she is. Is. Uh, One, the transmission is trashed. It is trashed. The thing is, it does get me to point A to point B where I need to. Um, man, another thing. Car crew, they are a lively bunch. They are a lively bunch. I'll tell you guys that they are good. They're a good bunch. They're a lot of fun to mess with. Okay. They're good. I'll tell you guys about the car group here in a minute. All right. Looks like they quiet down a little bit. Uh, so as I was saying, the transmission is hurt. It's trashed. It does give me to point A, point B, but it doesn't downshift when it needs to. It doesn't upshift when it needs to. It needs tuned. I don't have the tuning software for that. Gonna try to get it for myself, so that way I can tune my car anytime I want. The other reason she is hurt is the motor. I did not know this when I got it. I don't think the other owner knew either, but it has blown head gaskets. So I got most of the parts for fixing the head gaskets. I was just gonna do while you're in there type thing because, well, the motor has 200,000 miles, and I was gonna replace the lifters. They're a little chattery. Well, I went to buy some. I should have known better. And got scammed. But luckily, the company I went through, they backed me and got the problem solved. So now I gotta go and buy some more lifters for it. So that's another reason why I haven't touched it. And it also another reason why you guys really haven't seen any videos of me in a while is I'm in Florida. It's hot, it's humid. I don't have an enclosed building that's climated control. I'm all doing this in my backyard. So it was a hot one this year. It really was. My car group, they can also say, "Hey, it's been hot." They they agree with me, and probably some of you that I don't know where some of my viewers are. If you guys are in Florida, then yeah, you guys would understand. It's been hot. Moving on. It's been hot, so I haven't been recording anything, and that's another reason. Plus, that one job I had, I quit, and I got another job, and I'm loving this job. This job is a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it. So, but here's the thing. You know what? I'll be right back. Just to show you guys what I am talking about. Got some head gaskets, both sides. Don't know which one it is, but I got some head studs. I'm putting on the sucker. I also new lifter trays. That's what I was gonna do. New lifter trays, new lifters. That's what I was gonna replace in that. Because one, it's when it's running hot idle, it's like 24 pounds, which to me that seems a little low. So I'm gonna do a cam retainer plate replacement, and well, spend a little money for this thing. New oil pump. Oh, come on. Okay. Come on. I can do this better. I can do this better. Come on. Here we go. It's not a high volume. It's just a standard Melling. Wait. Yeah, Melling M295. Just a standard. Because, well, all the car's gonna do is 500 horsepower. That's my power goal. I don't want any more. I don't want any. I mean, any less. I mean, it wouldn't hurt. I mean, the car. Motor as it is. Sorry. The motor as it is pushing almost 300 horsepower. Probably not now, but brand new is almost 300. And then I'm gonna save some money up, and I'm gonna do a cam swap on it. Now, I am going to get some videos going. The weather has been much cooler. Much cooler. The only reason I haven't done anything yet is I'm going to have to order some lifters, and I kind of just want to do it all at once while I'm there. Take my time, make sure everything's good, check everything over, and just enjoy the build. I got it running and driving. It was fun, guys. It was a huge accomplishment just to drive it down the road. I've taken it to several car meets, several of the car group I'm in. Okay, not car group, car club I'm in. I took it to a couple of the meets that with them. I haven't had one person really that does not say, "Hey, I don't like that." Everyone that's seen it has loved it. Everyone, they're just like, "That's a lot of work. I wouldn't do it, but you did an amazing job." And here's another thing. The car still needs a lot of work. It's the little things, like some of the wiring needs loomed. Um, the transmission, it needs replaced, it needs rebuilt. My front windshield needs replaced. The right rear quarter panel needs replaced. I'm thinking about selling the fuel cell that I have with it and try to find a OE fuel tank. But not for this car, because everyone that puts a fuel tank for the Supra on eBay or Marketplace, they want $200-300. No, I take that back. They want $500 or $600. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's the Supra tax. It's ridiculous. So I'm gonna try to find maybe a Toyota Camry that has a fuel port on the same side where I can use the fuel door. Another thing is, I learned how to weld. A buddy of mine came over, he got the downpipe for me, and I did the rest. I'm gonna have to go back over it and clean it up and re-weld some of it, because, well, you can still get some of the exhaust smells inside. That's why. So I'm gonna go through, not redo the exhaust, but reseal a lot of it. Another thing is, I need a plywood to cover the back, because I want to make it look nice and get some carpet back there, make it look nice. The AC still not connected. I did find out possibly how much it would to get the whole thing working. It's probably going to be about $200. The shop that I can take the hoses, they can make me some hoses for about $50, possibly. Little around that. That was a rough estimate. So between that, I gotta get I'm still trying to find the activation switch for the AC. Once I do, great. Another thing that slipped in my mind was my heater core blew. So I think what happened was the head gaskets went. It's putting excess pressure in the coolant system, and it blew the heater core. That's what I think happened. But I went on Rock Auto. I can get a heater core for about $50. 50, $60. That's great. I'm happy with that. Also, you guys are probably wondering about the front brake upgrade I did, the 8-piston. You know, those are probably one of the smoothest braking calipers that any vehicle I've driven. it is so smooth. And the pedal, I mean, it is somewhat stiff because with the upgraded master brake cylinder, it is stiffer, but it does not feel like the brakes are gonna lock up. I mean, it stops really good. Um, the car, it does need raised up a little. The suspension needs to be raised, so I'm gonna be doing that. I got the tools for that. Let me show you what I got. So I got these bad boys for that. So I'm actually pretty happy that these will adjust the brake, wow, brakes, the coilovers. So I got those. There's still a lot of videos coming. It's just right now, like before, I'm doing this on a tight budget as much as possible. But here's the thing. I don't know my budget. When I say budget, what I'm trying to say is I'm trying to get the best items I can, not going so expensive, but yet not going so cheap, trying to find a middle ground, some good quality stuff for a middle ground. That's what I'm trying to find. Because if you go so cheap, well, you'll probably end up getting scammed like I did. Luckily, that was taken care of. I'm pretty happy with that. Another thing I've been watching lately is my subscriber accounts. The subscribers. Thank you guys for subscribing. I'm up to 80 subscribers right now. I said when I hit 50 or 70, I was going to do something special. I've been so busy with life, family, work. I kind of just haven't. So thank you guys. I really do appreciate it. And I'll try to think of something, to we get to 100 subscribers. I will do something. You know what? I may just do a gift card at 100 subscribers. I don't know. I'll figure something out like that. I don't know yet. But I just want to say thank you guys for subscribing. I know my videos are sometimes not the most interesting stuff. I know when I watch my own videos of myself, I get kind of cringy. I'm like, why did I do that? Oh, no, don't do that. Yeah, it gets cringy for me. And I just start laughing at myself. But also at the same time, I'm looking at myself, watching myself with these videos, and I'm like, dude, you're so boring. Come on, do something. Do something funny. Do something stupid. Electrocute yourself. No, I'm not gonna do that. The thing is, for me to be energetic like that, it takes a lot of energy that I actually really don't have. Reason is health issues. I do have health issues, and it also, that alone limits me on my energy, what I can do or can't do. And that's another reason why there's not many videos, is, you know, because of that. And another thing is, I don't really talk about it a whole lot, is I fight depression pretty hard. And this little car is an outlet for me. I love working on this car. I enjoy it. It could be aggravating. It could be the pain in the butt. I could be spending hours on this computer here trying to find research, trying to see what fits, what doesn't fit. Um, I was gonna, and a lot of you guys know I was gonna do some rear brake calipers. Well, that idea got taken. And before anybody says anything, you go back on my Instagram and look at some of the photos I have. Look at the dates. You know what I'm talking about. So, you know what? That idea was taken away from me. But here's the thing. Yes, at first I was mad. I was irritated that someone else did that. But taking the time, thinking about it, I'm okay with it. Because I honestly didn't have the resources or whatever to make that setup work. So I'm gonna actually take the time and find something else that will work with our cars. And the more I think about it, the more options we have for upgrades or parts for the car, the more this platform can get better. So I'm okay now. But I am coming up with a brake upgrade for the rear. I'm trying to think of other stuff like the fuel tank. I've been on the Supra forums. That's how I found those one brake upgrades, was on the Supra forums. So I'm gonna get back on the Supra forums and I'm gonna see if anybody has any ideas what would work and what wouldn't work. I Another thing I want to say is the little time that I was able to drive the car, it was really enjoyable. I I really enjoyed it. I really did. These cars, even without the LS swap on this car, for these cars being 30 years old, they're really a solid car. They really are. Nothing was shaking, nothing was rattling. It's a really solid car. I enjoyed it. It was so fun. It's fun. It really is. And just under 300 horsepower with this LS. I mean, yeah, it's a lot of torque. It threw this car sideways with ease. Uh, when I was saying the transmission is just not working right, not shifting down right, There was the one time I was driving home in it, and I just came from a stop, and I hit the throttle. I just to the floor. Nothing usually happens. Nothing, because it just bogged down because it wouldn't shift down to first gear. That day was different. That thing squatted. It squatted. I mean, I think that I could hear the brace for the fuel cell hitting the ground, scraping. And that thing just launched. I mean, it just launched, and I'm like, Code Brown. It scared me. It scared me. It was I loved it. I mean, it's not the fastest car I've been in, but oh my goodness, it just how it launched. It did, the tires didn't bark. It just grabbed and went, and I got some cheap, crappy, used tires on this thing. And it was a lot of fun. I mean, yeah, it scared me, but it it's also a sign of healthy respect for the car, because if that scares me with just barely 300 on this thing, 200,000 miles, I'm going to be pushing almost 5 when I get done with it. That's, well, I say pushing, but I mean, realistically, maybe 400, maybe 450. I don't know. I've been looking up formulas, the parts and stuff to use to get where I need without going turbo or supercharge. I want to keep it in A as long as possible. Well, the reason I say in A as long as possible is because I don't have the money for a turbo or supercharger. And if I'm going to do anything, I think I would rather do a supercharger, even though the turbos sound so good. But come on, that whine off of the supercharger just sounds so good. So there may be plans down the road for a supercharger. But the brakes work good. I mean, I did have one brake line bust. I don't know, understand why it bust. It was a stainless steel braided line. I don't know why. But I went to my local hydraulic shop and they made me a new one. Those guys came in clutch. They really did. Um, there's still a few things this car needs. It's just the wiring needs to be done. I'm moving the electric power steering. Since I've learned how to weld, it opened new options for me. I'm actually really happy with that. Hey, welcome. I just looked over to see a new viewer. Thank you for joining. You got any questions? Please feel free to ask. You know, I'm just gibbering away here about the car. You know, explaining where I've been. How come I haven't had any videos or anything in a while? But anyways, so to get the transmission rebuilt, that's what I'm gonna go with. You get it rebuilt. I'm keeping it automatic. just for, I mean, really, the car is just for a cruiser. And then once in a while, spanks you Honda boys or Mustang boys or Corvette boys. Uh, all jokes. Um, so to get the transmission rebuilt, it's gonna cost around 1,200. So I'm gonna be saving for that. Uh, the only thing, I mean, there's two things I'm waiting for the motor, but one of those things can wait. The other thing was the lifters. I'm gonna have to spend about 200 for the lifters. Uh, I'm gonna go, of course, I'm gonna go with the upgraded style, the LS7 style. I have everything to do the head gaskets. Another thing is, I gotta take those heads off and take them to a machining and have them taken care of. Uh, the one I was gonna go to here in town, I found out that they got bought out and closed. So I gotta find a different shop I'm gonna go to. There's one other here in town, but I've heard mixed reviews with them. See if they can maybe do a mild port. And what I mean by a mild port is just basically smooth everything. Because I got the 862 heads, which, if you do research, those heads are the heads that can make the most horsepower. Because one, they have the smallest combustion chamber, and you get them, ported out a mild port. I mean, they're gonna flow just as good as any other LS head. Uh, Even with the smaller combustion port, it's probably gonna be making more power. I don't know. I just did my research, and the 862 heads are an actual secret of probably the best heads. Now, your cheapest heads, it would be the 706 because, well, no one wants them. And you can port those cheap yourself, and you can upgrade those cheap. um, so I gotta get those to a head shop, a machine shop, and get those checked out. Make sure they're they're not warped or anything. But I was also gonna see if I can get those shaved down just a little, just a little, just enough to raise the compression of the motor, because the 99 2000 LM7 5.3 with the 862 heads have a 9:5 compression ratio, which is perfect for turbo or supercharger. But I'm wanting to raise it to either 10:1 or 10:5. That right there is still really safe for turboing. Well, I mean, any force induction, it's still pretty safe. The only downside is um ring gap. 1 minute, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. So the heads, yeah, I gotta get in a machine shop and get those taken care of. And then I gotta prep the block for the head gaskets. Luckily for the head gaskets, they're pretty easy. Then head studs. So yeah. Once I get that all done, I mean, oh, I'm doing a new oil pump as you guys saw, doing new oil pump. Um, there's still things that she needs to be done. So I'm working on getting everything, and then some videos are gonna start eventually coming out more and more. So that's pretty much what's going on. Just working and well, the summer heat, I can't do anything. I'm useless in the summer heat. Uh, just life happening. The car group I'm in, actually, they're pretty cool guys. Down a car club I'm down here with is MIA. They're really cool guys. They really are. Uh, I enjoy hanging around them. They're a lot of fun. So, well, guys, I think that's a nice little video. Pretty much catch you guys up where I'm at. With the car. I'm gonna figure out this YouTube. No, not YouTube. I figured out the YouTube. I'm gonna figure out how to get the Discord added to the video here. So that way, if any of you guys want to join Discord and talk to me, you're be more than welcome to. So, all right, guys. It's basically a little update where I'm at, where the car's at, where I've been. So, well, it's hope you guys enjoy the video. So, I will say this, there's not really going to be any new videos really anytime soon. I'm still trying to, once I get the lifters, then I'll start making some videos more and more of it because I want to show you guys the process. No, what? Yeah, show you guys the process. Um, Another thing is I did buy another project car. Well, not project car, but it is a project, but not a project car. I'll introduce that vehicle later. And we'll go from there, guys. If you got any questions, you can hit me up on YouTube here, send me messages. Um, Also Instagram, same name. And then, as you guys saw in this video, I just opened up a Discord. So, you guys got any questions? Car questions? I mean, video game questions? I mean, I got video games, crazy. Hit me up. All right. You guys keep wrenching, keep enjoying, and try to make your cars better. Laters.